colonization is definitely going to look different based on ethnicity, right? So as we've heard now from the Afro-Latin experience, they need to first acknowledge their African connection. From the Black American experience, we actually have experienced erasure in this country. So our connection to colonialism here was extensive delete of your connection to the continent. So many Black Americans do not have documentation, records, knowledge of what country in Africa they are even potentially connected to. So oftentimes, this is why you'll get a lot of pushback from some Black Americans that, oh, well, you're African. Well, am I? Because I cannot actually say where on the continent my ancestry is connected to, right? And then you end up kind of being a body, a person, an experience that is not African enough, but not American either. Right. And so your identity as a result of colonialism is one that is hardcore erasure. Mm-hmm. How does that then show up with us spiritually and religiously, right?
Yeah.
That then means that whenever you try to present something to me that is inherently African, and I have potentially been taught from Europeans that various African practices are attached to spiritualism, attached to devil worship, because I have no direct connection to that culture. I have no direct access. And that's the other thing. It's not even so much acknowledgement for us. It's, do I even have access to this knowledge, this truth? So I'm taking the white man's word about me.
Right.
I am forcefully in a position to where I am now taking the white man's word about me and about my history and about my people. So that Black Americans have to go through a process of writing their own history. And that in spite of not having access to certain things, in spite of not being directly connected, I have to do the intentional work of reconnecting myself to the continent, reconnecting myself to my ancestry. And that is a very difficult work to do, because here in the States, there is a very long history of tension between Black Americans and Black immigrants.
Right. Let's go there.
Let's just hit it where it's at. And so if before we can really, before Black Americans, some Black Americans, particularly Black conservative Adventists, before Black conservative Adventists can become comfortable embracing more indigenous, natural, spiritual practices from the continent or the Caribbean, there has to be an addressing of just the flat out tension and conflict that Black Americans have with Black immigrants, and the culture and the ideology and the identity that comes along with that, because our whole being is firmly rooted and attached to this country. I'll say this and then I'll let Jeremiah go. For Black Americans, our religion, our religious practice is rooted here. And we did come up with a religious engagement that I do believe is authentic to our experience and authentic to this soil. And so I think that decolonizing a Black mind from the religious standpoint is a much different conversation for us, because from the beginning in slavery, we had hush harbors. We had engagement and an approach to religion that was saying, hey, I'm trying to divert. I'm trying to make intentional departures from the white man's approach to Christianity and that which he has given me as Christianity. And so, just like Pastor Modis said, what we do and how we do it to decolonize and to separate and to reaffiliate our Blackness to the continent and to begin to really seek and understand God in a truly germane and authentic Blackness, Africanness is something that's going to be much different for us.